Well, hello there, and welcome to another training nugget. In this video, I'll be showing you on how to install VMware Workstation in your Windows 10. I happen to have already installed Windows 10, so that is where we will be setting up our VMware. Well, for those who have no idea what VMware is actually a virtualization tool that allows you to deploy different instances of operating system within your existing operating system. And the best that you can do is to navigate into your browser, go to the VMware website, and read more about the community, what it does, the different products that it has. And here we would like to work with the VMware Workstation Player, and under the products, you'll get a number of other products that can be used to virtualize your machine and computers. The first thing I'll need to do now that I already have Windows 10 installed is to download um, VMware. I can also download the premium or the pro version, which I can install and purchase the licenses from the VMware company. So some of the system requirements for you to install VMware in your Windows 10 will include you at least having a CPU of 1.3 gigahertz or faster, and you need to have a random access memory of about 2 GB, or 4 GB is more recommended, 4 GB and above. You need to have at least a 64-bit, or if it's an 82-bit AMD 64 CPU, and the operating system that works very well includes the Windows servers from 2019 all the way back to 2012. We can also install them into Ubuntu, that is a Linux, and of course Windows 10. This Pro installation also will support you to install other operating systems within them. That is the work of VMware virtualization. So you can install the Debian and Microsoft Windows as you would like in your machine. So to get things heated up is I'll just click on download for free, and I'll click on the download file. So I'll be aware that this is VMware Player 2023, and I'll just go to the download section and start the download. So once the download is complete, I'll navigate into my downloads folder, and I'll double click on the installation or the exe file for VMware, so that to initiate the installation process. So the configuration window will launch and start running out the configuration. It will take some time, and of course, it will be prompting us every single time to fill in some details, fill in some window aspect, accept some license terms here and there, just to make sure it is installed correctly. So I'll post this video to the end of the installation, and I'll be showing you the different instances where it will require you to give an input. So I'll click on next. I'll accept the license, and make sure to read through to understand the VMware license in there. Choose the system path, and I'll click on next. I'll then check for updates, join VMware customer experience. You can decide to do so or not. Remember to read all the terms that are inscribed in there. If I need a shortcut, I'll just click yes, next, and then accept the installation. So once you're done here, you'll want to enter your license key once you purchase your workstation. I don't have a license right now, so I'll just click on finish, and then navigate on my start menu, VMware Workstation 17 to launch. So if I had a license key, I'll just enter my commercial license key in here. But since I do not have, for now, I'll just use the for free non-commercial. So I'll click on next and finish my setup. So voila, here we go. This is the VMware virtualization technology that allows you to install other virtual machine within itself. And just to give you an overview of this tool that we have already installed in here, I have the ability to create a new machine, open an existing machine, upgrade to the professional version. And here I have a few segments. If I had installed some of the machines, you will have seen them there, including some of the menu items to set up my screen. So I also have the new screen option. If I needed to create a new virtual machine, I'll just click on create a new virtual machine, and then I would want to install either using an ISO image or either using an installer. So right now I do not have an operating system, so I'll just set that up and I'll finish installing this later. So I'll just have a disk that is allocated for an operating system. However, it will not have anything in it. It will just be a blank disk. So I'll click on next. I'll choose the kind of operating system I would want this virtual machine to hold. I want it to be Windows 10, Microsoft. I can also choose Linux, among others. And all the Windows versions, the number of other Windows versions that you can host in here. So logging into next, selecting Windows 10 64-bit. It will ask me to create a machine name. I'll leave the name as default Windows 10 64-bit because I'll be installing a number of machines, so they need to know which machine goes where. So this is a very critical area because any operating system that you set up has a minimum requirements in terms of disk capacity. So the recommended disk capacity for Windows 10 is 60 gigs, and so I'll make sure that I select 60 gigs and above as my minimum storage device. I also want to split the virtual disk into multiple files so that we have the ability to interact and make performance a little bit higher when you're working with your operating system. I'll click on next and I'll get a summary of what my disk will look like. It shows that I have access to the two CPUs on my computer, a DVD drive, and USB, and the memory that has been allocated, which is 2 GB, among many others. I can customize the hardware to either improve or downgrade depending on how I would like that to look like. So with that, I'll click on Finish, and voila, we already have our first virtual machine that is expecting to host Windows 10 64-bit. Well, that is how you install VMware Virtual Machine in your Windows 10. And if you liked this video, hit on the subscribe button and I'll see you in the next nugget.